Good afternoon, everyone. It is Mitchell, aka the Walking Orlando, and welcome back over here to Disney's Animal Kingdom. Came on over today to meet up with Kayla and her grandma for a little bit of a trip out to the Animal Kingdom. Haven't been out here in quite some time. I'm also interested to see how low are the crowd levels and how much can we get done in just a little bit of time, because it is about 2 o'clock right now. Park does close at 7, so it's about 5 hours till it does close. So interesting to see what it is, and I'll show you guys some of the wait times once we get in there. However, it is very hot today, so that's something to keep in mind, but we might do some other things other than like the normal ride the ride. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, leave a like, and stick around for the DAC adventures today. So just kind of walking in, and it's definitely going to be a very, very low crowd level day. Essentially walking in, there's no one coming in, and I saw a lot of people leaving, but it will be doing a lot of jumping to and from shaded areas to indoor locations and everything else. So I think something I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna head over to Starbucks to get some coffee, but also to get a giant thing of water, because you can usually get really good water right there. So kind of curious. This is the Barbosa. Oh, they are. I think that's him right there. I don't know if you can see that little guy right there, but he's found himself a little shady spot. Kind of wish I was like that right now. So just walking in, and there's the Tree of Life. It's very, I just love the Tree of Life. I don't know why. It's one of my favorite icons walking in, which is funny because Animal Kingdom's like it's like bottom 2 of any of the Disney parks here in Orlando, but I still love this view for some reason. So I was walking into the Valley of Moara here. As you can tell, there is a very minimal amount of people in the park right now, and especially over here. So it will be interesting when we get closer to Flight of Passage. We're going to see the exact wait time. Now I do know, I can look it up on my phone, but I am very intrigued to see what the wait time is once we walk up to it. Now, just the floating mountains right here just look really good, but I'm just intrigued because we're right here next to Navi River Journey. And right now, Navi River Journey is posting a 25-minute wait. But what's even more impressive as we get closer, right down there is Flight of Passage, known to having some of the longest wait times in the park, 25 minutes right now. Well, it'll work out really well because it's now time for our return time for Flight of Passage, which it actually changed from 25 minutes to 35 minutes, but it's still, that's shocking. But now there's starting to be a little bit of rain moving in, so this will definitely get us out of the rain for at least the next 15 to 20 minutes, because Flight of Passage is a good 20-minute experience most days, so this will keep us out of the rain for a little bit. Hopefully it cools everything off. And then you just walk across the bridge right here and you get an absolutely gorgeous view of the floating mountains off to the left and the beautiful waterfall. This land at night, just something else. So I'm not going to show any of each show of this because I show it all the time, but we also can't shake you on the rider though because of the way that it's set up. I could put the camera behind and show you guys everything, but I don't like doing that because you can't see much. So, but if you're curious, you can look back onto any of the playlists for Animal Kingdom and check that out, or you just go to any of the Disney YouTube pages to check out any of the ride-throughs on this ride. So it still just amazes me how amazing Flight of Passage is. Like, there was part of me, like, we started out on the ride and everything, I'm like, oh, you know, it's still kind of fun, but it's still just mind-blowing, everything that goes on, how immersive it feels, just from everything from Link Chair, where it feels like you're actually breathing, with the Banshee actually breathing underneath you, to all the visuals, to everything. It still not surprise me why that always carries one of the longest waits in the park, even though it's only at 25 minutes right now. So one of the things that we still really need to come and do is to go to the celebration of the Festival of the Lion King, but this is interesting. They have this little sign out here that says all members of your party must be present when you're entering the queue. So that means if you enter the queue and someone in your family is not up with you, I don't think they'll let you in. So I do like that though, because it's a really good rule to have, but it's interesting to have a bunch of these little signs out here telling you that. The last time I think we took this walk, we were pretty much racing the clock, like essentially running, because the last time we came, we did Flight of Passage and Expedition Everest in the span of about 20-25 minutes. remember how stressed we were trying to do that. So it's a much different experience this time because we're taking our time. So we do know that the Rivers of Lights was no longer going to be coming back to Animal Kingdom. So the talk has been, were they going to be replacing it? Well, it looks like they're doing some work. It looks like oh yeah, I forgot. They're bringing these brand new, like a brand new kite show that's going to happen like during the day here. So maybe that's what all this is for. So, but yeah, like Kayla was pointing out, like this thing right here is brand new, unless that's always been there. It just has been hidden. Maybe this is where like the kites will come out of. Not sure. No official word when all that's going to come in, but that is going to be October 1st. I didn't know that was coming October 1st.
Well, that's when the 50th anniversary starts, so it's probably soon.
I mean, yeah, I mean, that's kind of, but I mean, I know that's when Harmonious and Disney Enchantment comes in, but now we're heading into the village of Endapur to go ride Expedition Everest. So this area still is my favorite themed, like one of my favorite themed areas for one attraction, because this entire area is purely just for Expedition Everest here. So, but we'll see what the wait time is for this, because I'm pretty sure it's nothing as well. It probably just takes the time to walk into the ride. Alright, so it says 10 minutes right now. Got in line, 3:19. Let's see what it actually is once we get up to the actual front area. Well, already up to the loading platform, and it took us 6 total minutes. So, yeah, and we asked for the front row. So, yeah, pretty slow day. Oh gosh. Every time. I will say, there's a reason why Expedition Everest is my absolute favorite like Disney coaster out there. It is so good, the theming is done so well, but that drop is amazing, honestly. So it's Pocahontas and what's the raccoon's name? Why can't I think of his name? Well, now we're actually going to head on down here towards Dinoland, and we're actually going to head on over to do Dinosaur. We're going to see what the wait time is for that. There is some talk that they have some patents available, or patents are now out, to do something with Dinoland USA and this whole Dinorama section. I mean, considering now that Primeval World is officially not coming back, So they have to do something with this area. It's a big space and really missing out on some good opportunities for something unique to go over here. So, like I said, this Dinorama area has a pretty unique history and everything, like this backstory. But it's just not a very well, like for what Animal Kingdom is, this is such a cheesy thing. So I'm really hoping they do something really unique and change this entire area to something that would really drive people back.
Boneyard just opened.
Oh yeah, and Kayla did just point out that the Boneyard just opened when? When did the Boneyard reopen?
This week, or last week.
Geez, so the Boneyard here just reopened as well. So if you are interested, this is like one of those little kid-friendly activities to do. But honestly, I don't think I would take my kid into anywhere that you can touch a lot of things right now with everything going on. Alright, so coming on up here to Dinosaur, and I always have to point this out. This is one of my favorite tips. So this right here, so this replica of, or this skeleton of a T-Rex. There's actually, the original Sioux version is actually at the Chicago Museum. And the reason why they have this is actually a copy of the actual skeleton, because when they were first found Sioux and all the pieces, they actually brought it here to Disney. And Disney was able to do some work on it, clean it up, and so while they had it, Disney made a mold of it and made a copy, so then they had it for the dinosaur ride here. So it's one of those unique things a lot of people don't know about. Well, now just kind of walking up here to Dinosaur, I think this is another opening day attraction here at Animal Kingdom.
Yeah,
I think it was originally called Countdown to Extinction, but then they rethemed it after the Dinosaur movie came out to have I don't know this guy's name. I really don't know anything about the Dinosaur movie is one that I've not seen in a long time and I don't remember much of. But like I said, as we walk up, stand by, only a 10-minute wait again.
Right now, our dino should be about here, at the very end of the Cretaceous period. That's where you're going today.
I've arrived, it seems, just in time to correct a little misstatement.
Dr. Marsh.
That is impossibly close to the giant asteroid impact that destroyed most life forms on Earth. Our tours are designed to take you to the early Cretaceous period. And I can assure you that all time owners have been securely locked on those coordinates.
That's right. See? Securely locked. Access denied.
Oh, and one more thing. Those locked coordinates?
We're in. Now, here's the drill. You follow the homing signal to the Iguanodon. Then I'll enlarge the transport field and boom, you're back with one additional passenger extra large.
And don't worry about that asteroid.
You'll be in and out of there before it even breaks the atmosphere. Trust me. What could go wrong?
So even though it said it was 10 minutes, I think in reality it was just a walk-on, because like we walked right into the pre-show area, and then immediately we're just like walked right onto the ride. So, but I will tell you, if you go right in the back row, it is very intense in the back row. I don't ever film on that for the sole reason of it is very dark in there. Also, I have this irrational fear I will lose a camera on that ride, so I never film on it for that reason. So we are kind of in a small dilemma. We don't know what to do now, because so we've done, like I said, we've done Flight of Passage, we've done Expedition Everest, we've done Dinosaur, and we have dinner at Tiffin's at 5:30, and it is 4:10.
This is why y'all need a park hopper.
Yeah, honestly.
Your vacation planner.
Kayla said this is why if you come to the parks, you really need to make sure that you have a park hopper option on your ticket, because you could get here at 8 a.m. and yes, Flight of Passage might be a longer wait in the morning, but like right now there's nothing going on, and really we probably could go do like, probably go do like Kilimanjaro Safari, maybe even wait for Navi River Journey as well. But like the three main things that we wanted to do here, we've already done, and it took us less than an hour to do all three. So trying to figure out what to do next. Well, definitely now walking past like the Tree of Life over here by Pizza Safari, and it definitely, the walkways are very, very empty right now. So we're actually we're gonna try to see if we can see the otters here, which are actually, so if you keep coming down this way, we just came from Discovery Island. So the left right there is where Pandora is. There's Pizza Safari, and right here is the Otter Grotto, which is honestly one of the coolest things they've added. Okay, you want to talk about a mood? Look at the otters. They are just They are completely passed out.
So one of them is the mother and then the other 3 are the sons.
I'm not surprised.
I remember being told that by the trainers.
So something we want to do, just because it is a very low crowd level day, we want to go over here towards the Discovery Island Trail. If you're wondering where this is if you go right here, the Creature's Comfort, which is Starbucks, right before Africa, right there, the bridge, there's this little pathway right here that you go down, and this actually takes you right underneath the Tree of Life, so you can get some really good shots of like the animals on it. Also, I think some turtles, they have turtles over here as well. But also, there's also another pathway up by where we were, by the Otters. And I think it's the Tree of Life garden area, so it walks you right up to the front of the Tree of Life. So if you walk down this way, this actually is, I think, the exit, like a little bit past this is the exit area to, was it Bug's Life, or yeah, Tough to Be a Bug. But there's a great shot of the Tree of Life right there, and it gets a really good view of some of the different like animals that are on it, because it's all animals are carved into this. So like Caleb's still over there, there's an anteater over there, it looks like there's some sort of jaguar up here, there's a little monkey right there,
Ram.
there's an owl up in the left right there, there's a hippo, I think, another sort of monkey, looks like a couple of bugs up in the corner right there. Looks like a lot of little, it looks like something with horns up right here. All sorts of different things and animals on this. I really just want to kind of jump into the water over here because it is so hot. I know that's not what you should do, but I really just want to kind of jump in this. Oh yeah, a little shark right there. Got some sort of, I don't know what this is. I think that's something else, Kayla. I'm not sure that's an anteater. An aardvark?
Yeah, I think that's an aardvark.
And then it's like an eagle.
Yeah. Bobcat.
Bobcat? Oh yeah, bobcat right there. Some alligator? Or a lizard. It's a lizard of some sort.
Yeah.
Moto dragon, you think? Alright, so I'm actually heading out a little before Kayla and her grandma do, because they're actually going to be having dinner at Tiffin's. I am actually not feeling up. I'm starting to get a little bit overheated, so I think I'm going to call it a day, just because we did walk around a lot of Animal Kingdom. But again, low crowd levels, very nice day of time to come out. I really did enjoy it. It's just this heat is something I don't want to play with too much, especially since I've been up quite early because I was doing other things this morning. So, but you know what? With all that being said, though, as I do head out from a not very crowded day here at Animal Kingdom, I'll see y'all next time.